What's up, guys? It is Luke here. Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay as usual with this extremely messy room behind me that I keep on saying I will be cleaning up. However, I'm actually moving out of here very, very shortly. So instead of cleaning it, I'm in the mindset that it's going to get messy anyway and it'll come back out. So I'm going to leave it for the next week. So awesome. What's up, guys? Good to see you all here today. Last night was not a very good night for me. It was actually a thing here called the State of Origin, which is kind of like our Super Bowl, where our state versus the state below us in rugby, in football. So we actually lost, which was a big shame. Some of our best players were not playing. And it was also the coldest night of the year so far on the Gold Coast where I live. And I'm sure if I told you how cold that was, a lot of you would probably hit me in the face saying you need to become more of a man. But it's a different type of a cold here, I guess you could say. Shane says, go the Blues. You know, if it wasn't so sad, Shane, I would probably fight back. But you know what? You guys deserve to win. You haven't had a win in a few years. So it's you know, we're giving you the first game of three, and we'll see how we go from there. So, besides that, though, it's a new day today. I'm keeping that behind me, and we're going to go forward with this today. So today's going to be a really exciting little webinar here today, and it's funny because I got back from Japan last week, which was an amazing time. I'll tell you more about that in a coming video. And I've got some really cool things that are happening over here. One thing I mentioned in the past webinars is that I've been off Facebook now for 3 weeks, and I'm going to be jumping back on it next week. You know, I'm trying to do a whole month social media free, which has been extremely interesting in many ways. One being realizing how addicted I was to the platforms, picking up my phone, constantly checking the apps, and when you get rid of them or you do deactivate your accounts temporarily, you then just go to your phone and you don't really know what to do. Well, personally, I was finding that. Normally, I'd wake up in the middle of the night here in Australia, which would be the midday in America, and I have all these emails and new Facebook inboxes. I was constantly going and fixing it in ridiculous hours in the morning. Couldn't do that anymore. And it was really interesting to see how that whole thing, how that kind of affected me. And you know what? I feel a lot more relaxed, a lot more chilled out. After the first 4 or 5 days of anxiety when everyone thought I was dead and disappeared. It's strange, as soon as you get off Facebook for a little bit, people start to flip out thinking you're dead. I was getting messages, and my girlfriend was getting messages saying, is Luke okay? Where's he gone? Is he dead? Probably 3 people asked me if I'm dead, which is pretty interesting, just from a website online. But not only that, some other frustrating things I've found so far is that if you want to go, like certain websites that you sign up with Facebook rather than your email, instantly you have to then re-sign up using your email because you can't do it if you're not connected to Facebook. So it's really interesting to see how much of a impact social media is having on people's lives. And if you get rid of it, the difference in what happens and how big your circle is and in terms of your network. And it's been interesting, guys. So I'm going to do a bit of video on that next week when I jump back on and probably just give some tips to people to hopefully better improve their lives, because not realizing that social media is the be-all and end-all of absolutely everything, which is interesting to say since I'm a social media marketer. I'm just going to read some of the comments here. You go through withdrawals. Yeah, you definitely go through withdrawals. Yeah, a few people have said withdrawals here. It's definitely cool. So there's a question I've seen here a few times now. What's happened to the Facebook groups, guys? Because my actual profile's down right now. It basically, anything attached to it that I created is down as well. So those 2 Facebook groups are down at the moment. As soon as I get back on, they're going to be uploaded again. But what I'm going to be doing as well, I've had a lot of time, not both in Japan, on trains and stuff like that, and airports and whatnot, and since I've been back, to really think about where I want to go forward with my business, you know. And I found that a lot of people that buy software tools and online marketing tools, they'll use them for a couple of months and then they won't use them anymore, which is a real big shame. And what I want to really do is make a community. Like, you guys are here every single week on these webinars, and they're, again, pure value, free training, nothing to sell here today, guys, so I'm excited for this. But what I wanted to do is actually create a consistent, even though these webinars are consistent, a consistent training inner circle type portal online as well. So I'm going to create my own, it's actually being created right now, my own membership website, which you'll all get for free because you've already been invested in something of mine at some point of time. A Facebook group purely for those that are going to be engaged in terms of the long-term strategy rather than the short-term software solution and whatnot, because again, I found that having all of these different groups, while they are valuable, if I'm posting the information everywhere and there's thousands of people that aren't even using the groups or the software anymore, it really dilutes the people that want to get long-term success for even seeing that content due to Facebook algorithms and whatnot. So I'm going to have a very intense inner circle Facebook group that I'm creating for you all if you want to be in it. If you don't want to be in it, that's fine. It's going to be free for you to be in it because you've been invested in something so far. Anyone else that wants to join in future, it's going to actually cost them to be a part of it, but it's going to be a very worthwhile investment for them. But that's going to be free for you guys. So cool. Carol says she's in. Ken says he's in. Awesome. So that's what's coming up for you guys. But what we're talking about today is going to be about the suspense. Today we're talking about how to write 7-figure sales copy, and you can take that down to 6-figure, you can take that down to 5-figure, 7-figure sales copy, $1 million sales copy. If you had told me about 4 or 5 years ago that I would have written a sales page that generated over $1 million online for one sales page, I would have said, get out, that's absolutely a joke. I wouldn't be able to do that, you know. And it's one of the big interesting things that I find in this internet marketing world, that no one really writes their own sales copy. They get sales copy writers, I guess, to write all of their sales pages, which I find a little bit insane, guys, because who knows, like if I have a brand new product, a software I've created, I've been in and out of it, I know absolutely everything about it. If I then go to a sales copy specialist or something like that, and they're writing 40 other people's sales pages, how do I know they actually even get what it is I'm doing? How do I know that they even really care about what message I'm trying to convey? Yes, there are great sales writers out there, but in saying that, if you're getting started, and even if you want to go to a sales copy person, I think it's best if you write your own sales copy first, because you know your product better than anyone else. That being said, it's always good to get a second set of eyeballs onto your actual product, because when you've been involved in a specific product or service for so long, you might start to get one specific set of mindset of what you think your customers may want, but you got a complete random who's never heard about your product before. They might say, oh, A, B, C, and D are the things that I want to hear about, and it would open your mind a little bit from there. So hope that makes sense, right? But what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to go through some of my sales pages. We're going to go through some live examples of other people's sales pages that have done really big numbers online. I'm going to break down the formula, every single step I use to writing these sales pages. And you know, when I first got started doing this, my first sales page I ever wrote, it got absolutely tweaked and shammed and thrown in the bin, and I got told to redo it. And it was actually Alex Becker, who was on our webinar a few weeks ago, and Alex Cassie's partner at the time, that would sit down with me and say, this is what you need to change, this is what you need to change, this is what you need to change. And coming from Australia, guys, the way of selling in Australia is quite different than in America. If you're in America, I'm sure you all know or heard about it, like you need to own your shit. You need to basically come in and say, this is the ultimate thing you ever see, blah, 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 really shock and impress people right away. If you went, in Australia, if you went for a job interview and you went in and you absolutely screamed to the roofs about how amazing you are and everything you've done, you might look a bit arrogant here in terms of getting the actual job, where in America it's so competitive, everyone does that, you need to actually own your shit. In Australia, it's a bit more passive, you need to be, let the papers do the work, but be able to talk at the same time. It's a bit of a different level there. So when I actually went to the online marketing world and really wanted to branch out worldwide, I had to learn to get a bit more aggressive, but still keep my humble side to me as well. So that's what I want to share with you today. Trish says same in the UK. Yep. So what we're going to be doing today is going through the whole sales pages. Let's get started into it right now. I've talked for a little bit too long this morning, 15 minutes. So sorry about that, guys. I hope that wasn't too long. I'll cut this out for the replay potentially, but let's get started right now. And what I want to know, first of all, who here, put a 1 in the box if you actually watched my free value video on how to write sales headlines on YouTube the other day. Let me know if you've written that, if you watched that. And if you haven't watched it, put a number 2 in the box so I can send you a link in the description. It doesn't matter if you haven't watched it. Sometimes you miss my emails. It's all good. 1s and 2s. Let me get this up for you right now. I'm just going to pull my YouTube link. 1 second. So we're going to go over this quickly again now in this webinar, but I want you guys to click on this link here in the description. And I want you to hit the subscribe button under the video itself, because that's where all the replays go to onto this YouTube channel. This is where I'm going to be doing everything going forward in terms of video uploads. You can always just come here, and if you're subscribed, every time I do an update, every time I do a new free video, it will be uploaded here. And again, right now is the best time to be subscribed, because I'm doing free value videos every other day for the next 60 days, and probably continue after that. But I wanted to do at least a 60-day challenge for you guys of free value training. So make sure you go there, make sure you subscribe. And I'm going to be doing some pretty crazy stuff on there in the coming weeks and months. Like I'm going to give away a car and some other cool stuff. But that being said, let's get started with headlines of sales pages. So I'm going to jump back onto, where am I now? What screen am I showing you guys? Cool. Yeah, 1 second. Document 4. So here we go. How to write headlines and email subjects. So this applies not just only for headlines on sales pages. This also applies for email headline subjects. Think about this whenever you're trying to get someone's attention, and the headline is the most, let me put this in the biggest font you'll ever see, is the most important part of any sales page. The headline is what's going to draw you guys in and actually get you guys scrolling. So this is how important a headline is, and you won't even realize it. And I'm going to show you, this is going to take you guys on a bit of an emotional journey, not like in like a sale web. I'm going to show you how I write sales pages to emotionally get you guys involved, thinking about you, thinking about how this is going to benefit you, thinking about how this is the solution you actually need, and how you can then convert them into different feelings throughout a sales page. So it's pretty intense what I'm about to show you, and you'll be like, okay, well, now I understand a bit more of the psychology behind how sales pages work and why I buy things from this sales page versus this one versus this one. So let's get started with the main point here. If you forget everything in this webinar, this is what I want you guys to remember. Focus on the benefits over the features. Now, this is going to triple your conversions instantly. I've done this. I've tested this. It easily triples your conversions if you get this right. So again, as mentioned here, benefits is something that the end user wants for themselves, and a feature is a working movement in a tool or service. Now, I did some internet marketing examples. I'll do some more in a minute, but have a think about something like a brand new tennis racket coming out. One benefit I could say for a brand, so say it was like Roger Federer's tennis racket, and that's for sale. It's but Wilson's selling that brand new tennis racket. A benefit for that could be is step up your tennis game and improve your serve speed by X amount by using the racket Roger Federer uses daily or something like that. Now, obviously, you could phrase that much better and whatnot. That's an actual benefit to using that racket or something that will relate to that person. Another sales thing in a feature mindset could be like, this brand new tennis racket is made of carbon fiber, it has a string tension, blah, 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 this, which is all well and good if you understand what it means, but it's not as sexy and it doesn't sell as well as a benefit to that specific user. So that's what I really want you guys to think about in terms of when you're writing a sales headline, an email headline, anything like that. Coming to internet marketing, guys, think about it like this. So if I told you guys, let's have, for example, Instamate, for example. Say I wanted to say for a title, something like, what's a good benefit title? It could be something like, in the next 60 seconds, this tool is going to allow you to schedule and save hours every single day on Instagram while allowing your accounts to go viral and making money in the easiest way possible. So first of all, I'm saying it's going to save you time, it's going to make you money, it's going to do it very, very quickly. They are all benefits. I haven't said what the tool really does. I just said it's going to help you make money on Instagram, right? And I don't even need to say on Instagram. I can just say it's going to help you make money. It's going to have you save time. It's going to allow you to have an online income. They are all key benefits to the end user. If I flip-sided it and had feature-driven headlines, it could be something like, be able to schedule Instagram posts, find content quite easily, post it to Instagram stories, and make your Instagram marketing a lot easier or something like that, right? That they're all mainly features of an actual sales page headline there. And I can guarantee the benefits 10 times outweigh the actual features in terms of getting people to scroll, getting people to invest, getting people to get excited about the product or service it is that you actually have. And while it's frustrating, I would much rather go look at all these amazing features that I've created. People only care about the benefits. If you go into anywhere, any buying decision that you're going to make, whether you know it or not, it's for the benefit that it's going to be for you. That's the only reason people buy these luxury handbags and luxury goods and $500 belts. They're not buying a $500 belt for the actual feature that it does your pants up, right? They're buying that $500 belt for the benefit they believe it's going to give them in a social status environment, in an approval environment. So that makes sense, right? That's probably a really good example. Let's go luxury bag. If I said the feature, if I said buy this new Louis Vuitton bag that allows you to hold your mobile, wallet, and makeup for $4,999. Doesn't sound that appealing, right? Versus Louis Vuitton's new spring collection limited edition bag. Don't really know much about Louis Vuitton, to be honest. Will have you being the envy of all around you. Blah blah blah. That's much more of a benefit for them in that mindset. So, does that make sense to you guys? Put a number. Put me in the chat box if that makes sense to you guys. And that's going to be one of the biggest keys in getting started with an actual sales page. And if you get that nailed, your actual scroll throughs, your click throughs, it's going to be so much bigger than if you had a feature driven headline. And again, we're going to go through some examples of this in a minute for you guys. So I want to make sure you get that down. But if that's all you think about in this webinar, that's all you learn, benefits over features, and that's going to be a recurring thing throughout this whole sales page process. So benefits over features, benefits over features. Just get that tattooed to your arm if you need to. So that being said, let's get into some of the actual psychology stuff behind a sales page and whatnot. So what I do from then is I'll have a benefit-driven headline followed by with it, that's a bit of an over-the-top statement that makes people go, wow, like that can't be done. Oh, well, that would be amazing if that could be happen, but I'm very skeptical still. So you really want to kind of shock them in a sense with the statement that you actually have. And then relate the sub-headline to the user versus yourself. Now, what I mean by that, and I'll show you an example of this in a minute, but what I mean by that is people don't care what I've done online. People don't care what Alex Becker's done online. People don't care what Anthony Morrison's done online. All people really care about is what they can bring to the actual person. What can I do for you? Doesn't matter at all how much money I make online. It matters how much I can help you to make you money online. So instead of saying, what this brand new tool made me X amount of money online, a much better way of saying that would be, is let me show you how this tool will make you X amount of money online. So that little mindset shift from me to you. So say you have a brand new product, give me a niche. Let me know what product you guys have or service you have. And I'll try to give you guys an example live right now in the comments here. So let's type in your niche here. And I'll give you guys an example. Custom sunglasses, that's a pretty cool one, Carlo. And then shoes and Swarovski. I always say that wrong, sorry. Yeah, Carlo's laughing at me. Custom sunglasses, let's say something like that. Instead of me saying, just even in general talk, it's interesting when you're just having a conversation with someone. If I was going to tell you how I've bought these brand new, amazing custom sunglasses that have helped me see better in the day and help me with my driving and help me looking like stylish as hell, right? That's all me. If I said to someone, hey, you need to check, I think you would love these new sunglasses that are going to improve your vision 10 times. They are the latest technology. The design is something that you've never seen before. That would look great on your face. It's almost like a compliment. I want to know. I'll give it a go type mindset versus the flip side, which is going to be me, right? Same with shoes, same with crystal, same with mobile, absolutely everything. Spiritual enlightenment and healing, that's a good one as well. So you had a book on spiritual enlightenment and enlightenment. I'm still waking up, guys. If I was saying this new ebook is going to show you how I became spiritually enlightened, how I found much more peace in my life, and something like that. That's about me. If I flipped it around saying, this book is going to show you in the next 60 seconds how you can become more spiritually enlightened instantly, how you can decrease your stress by X amount % in a single day, and how you can live a much better life starting from tomorrow, or something like that, right? That's much more appealing, much more sexy. I think you guys get the actual idea here. I'll do one more here because I think this is nice. Francis said, I would like to help a business lady with her hair loss business. So again, rather than saying how I fixed my hair or something with hair loss, which I don't think this hair just keeps on growing like crap. But again, it was saying, let me show you how you can fix your hair loss, how you can instantly have an X amount of % increase in hair gain in the next X amount of days or something like that. That's a very touchy subject as well. That's a need product than a want product for a lot of people. They need to actually have more hair in their sense, and it affects their actual self-esteem. As long as the product does what it says it's going to do, that's something I really want to push you guys as well. The product has to do what the headline says it's going to do. And it can be overhyped, you can make it sound crazy, you can get attention, but the product has to do what it is actually saying. I'm going to hide my webcam because it says I've got a slow connection right now. So 1 second. Am I back now, guys? You can hear me okay now? I think there's too many people using the internet. So my sound better now? Hopefully my sound's better for you guys. Cool. I'll let my face be off the camera for a minute. Yeah, I turned the webcam off, guys, just so I can give you guys a better internet connection and you can understand me. Because right now my voice is more important to you all than my haircut. So, continuing. Over the top statement here, related sub-headline that focuses on the user rather than yourselves, and then lead them down the page to the solution. So let me show you this. Let me show you a live example right now. I might even show you two. I'm just going to pull up the sales page and pause this video. This is one of my tools here called OctoSuite. And now this isn't overly salesy, and I've done, and this worked really, really well. And I'm going to show you how I can tweak it. Yeah, I should be able to all see my screen right now. Let me know if you can. Wolfgang, there will be a replay, yep. Can you guys see this page? OctoSuite, discover, post, engage, automate, monetize. Cool. So this is something I tried to be. I'll show you some examples of ones I did before this software launch that were a bit more salesy, and I didn't really like being overly salesy. Even though I could back it all up, I wanted to try something different. This one really worked well, but I'll show you how we can tweak it a bit more. So this is a tool for Facebook that allows you to find content really quickly, schedule it, bulk post it to multiple groups, schedule it to multiple fan pages. It's a really, really cool tool if you haven't got it. Check it out, octosuite.com. But the headline here, free video, so instantly I'm giving them something which they're going to want to check out, showing how OctoSuite, which is the tool, will mass automate the top tasks needed for viral traffic and sales on Facebook in under 60 seconds. So what I've done there is I've gone ahead and had some benefits that's going to mass automate It's going to send viral traffic and sales on Facebook in under 60 seconds. Now, if I wanted to go a bit more salesy, it would probably increase the percentages and conversions a bit more. Something like a free video showing how OctoSuite will mass automate the top tasks for you, and underline for you, because it's then putting it on the actual user, needed for viral traffic and sales on Facebook in under 60 seconds. So again, I'm giving them a time frame as well, so they don't have to be invested for very long onto the sales page if it can't get their attention. Then what I also say is, let me prove it to you right now. So I've made a big claim here, and then I say, let me prove it to you right now, and then I send them down to this video, and you'll see little things here that make the eyes move, like different color schemes, underlining key tasks, bolding words, then having arrows making them go down the page. Just little things like that, guys, really help make the eyes go down, and you don't even know you're doing it. It's just it's a mental thing. You don't even know you're doing it. Things like here, I've underlined the word monetize, which is what really only people care about. People don't care about any of this stuff here, really, but the monetization is what they want to, it's what they're focusing on. So things like that. I've got a sales video here, guys, that then goes into proving this statement up here, showing a live demo and whatnot here. That's the headline mindset. I'm going to show you on this PowerPoint presentation one other one I have where I went over the top with a very high, it wasn't even hypey, it was just a bit, it was a bit extreme. Let me show you quickly here, guys. This is one from one of my sites called Viral Autobots. Again, similar topics, but it says headline, free video showing how viral zombies and Facebook is making me 6 figures a month. And then it goes putting it back on the actual user and the exact process of how you, as in you the person, can do this instantly. So while I just said this is what it does for me, I then follow it up by saying, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this instantly. Now, the viral zombies part, that is obviously very, very shocking, and it's going to make people go, what the hell is this? And if you ever look at the sales page for viralautobots.com, you'll see the video is over the top. It's extreme. I hired 20 stunt performers. I was lighting people on fire. I was getting people's attention very extremely. And I'll talk about sales videos in a future video, how to do a sales video, and I'll show you different ways you can do them as well, or how you can even just get them animated. So I know a lot of people don't like doing videos. But I would love to teach you guys to get on a camera and how easy it really is. Because at the end of the day, guys, as well, just on a side topic, you all are the masters in a specific field, even if you don't know it yet. You all have something of huge value to give to other people that's going to help change their lives, that they're Googling right now to find for themselves something that you actually know. So you are a master in your field. You just need to figure out what it is that you are the master of if you don't know what it is yet. So that being said, let's go on to the next topic. Actually, what I'll do is I'll bring those slides back up to go into the sales page process. And this is a big slide section here for an actual presentation I did on how to do product launches, which I'll do in the future for you guys. So the sales video, like I just mentioned, is going to deliver the over-the-top promise. So, like I said, over-the-top headline. Let me prove to them right now how it's going to show them the solution. Then a sales video, I always do. This is for the internet marketing niche. I feel like if you're doing any form of digital product, it's great to have a sales video there because people like to digest information in different ways. Often than not, they'll watch the sales video and then they'll skip the whole sales page and they'll buy right away for the people that are visual buyers. So what I'll do is I'll do a sales video right away, social proof right away, and I normally use Facebook comments for that to show live testimonials and live comments. Unfortunately, I'm silly because when I turn my Facebook off, they obviously turned off as well. It's a little free code you can get, but they'll be back on next week, but I'll show you where they are in a second. Then go from that and then introduce who you are and why you are a market leader. So let me go back here and show you the live example on OctoSuite again. Take it from my students, by the way, even from day one. I had a little Facebook widget here with live testimonials. And then it goes into who I am here. So I want to start to build rapport with them, not only wanting to buy the product or service that it is I'm having, but also try to make a form of connection with them so they know who they're actually buying from. It's really people will buy a lot more when you can put a face to an actual brand. It's been proven time and time again. You know, a perfect example would be like something like the Kardashians are selling right now. I don't even know what they're selling, but say it was like the lipstick that they have. If it was simply a lipstick on the shops right now, like every other lipstick, people aren't going to buy it. But if you put a face to the brand, people are going to buy it because of that face. Now, that's obviously celebrity endorsement, but it works even if you're not a celebrity, right? If you introduce who you are and you can back up, this is my product, this is what I've done, this is how it's going to help you, I've proven it, A, B, C, D. It just builds that nice bit of rapport. That's all you need to do on a sales page like this. Then we go into the next step, which is explaining an issue and how frustrating it is right now. So you want to make the actual user think about what is frustrating them and say that, and basically build rapport in a sense about how that frustrating issue is not only frustrating you, but you can relate it to the actual user itself. So I did a little thing about here at Facebook, why it's such an important network to be on. But then I'm talking about why aren't people succeeding with Facebook? And I started to put down relating topics and relating points that people are having issues with. So I found that people, from my Facebook experience, people are having issues with not having enough time to manage pages correctly, finding it hard to get fans and traffic that actually convert, not knowing what content to post, not knowing when to post it, information overload, users knowing their audience on Facebook but not understanding how to get in front of these users. So that means basically I know what my target market is, but I don't even know how to get to them. And then wasting money on ads and stuff that don't convert. These are key areas that I think everyone can relate to on Facebook, right? So that being said, instantly think about the whole thing right now. It's gone from a headline to a sales video to testimonials to who I am to me naming key points that everyone is going to be having issues with on Facebook. Whoever's reading this right now is probably going to be relating to it quite well, and it's going to probably want to keep on reading because it makes sense to them. You want to make sense to them, and this part here, you want to make them go, oh yeah, in a sense, you emotionally want to pull triggers saying, yeah, I've wasted money on Facebook. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, this guy's completely relating. I kind of feel bad right now because this kind of happened to me, but then you feel good because it only hasn't happened to you as well. Then I said, put simply, people are playing Russian roulette with their business, hoping it's going to go viral, blah, blah, blah. So then what I wanted to say is, so then I said, it made me think that, what if I removed all of this guesswork and automated this in a single process or tool? Now, again, if you're not in the internet marketing niche, you could do this in any niche, in the health niche, in the fitness niche, in the spiritual niche, in the dog training niche, absolutely any. I don't know why everyone says dog training, but it's a very popular niche for some reason. But you could say for dog training, for example, this made me think that people were having all of these issues. So how could I actually solve all of these in one very quick, easy to learn software, internet marketing video training series, PDF document, in just day-to-day life? So then, so rather than revealing the actual tool yet, I then make them imagine. I go, imagine being able to. So now you're making the actual user think, okay, I felt bad, I have all these issues, but imagine me now. Imagine being able to replace the need for a social media manager. Imagine never needing to touch your Facebook pages again. Imagine being able to save all this extra time and grow your audience and bank accounts. And then so now they're feeling good again, saying, okay, that would be great, tell me more. Well, after now going to the actual process of the actual tool that I've created here, and these are people's results here, not just mine, but other people's results. So social proof is key here, guys. And then I say there's other results here. And then you introduce the product or service it is that you are selling, guys. So let me just jump back over here to do a recap, just so you guys understand the process. And again, I know I'm jumping back and forward a few times here, but I want you guys to understand the actual process here. It's good to keep on putting this into your mind. Headline, sub-headline, over the top promise. Sales video, delivering the promise. Social proof right away. Introduce who you are and why you're the market lead or expert in your field. explain the issue of how frustrating it is to the user right now, and share how you found that solution, and then show your actual results. Show results, because results speak louder than words, as everyone says, and that is so damn true. Explain the reasoning behind it, and then introduce the product and how it cures that pain point they would have to face. So let me show you what that means again. The pain point, you want the user to feel that pain point, which sounds kind of messed up. But what I'm saying is you want them to feel, okay, I'm facing these issues right now. This is going to cure those issues. So not a physical pain, obviously, but that mental frustration here. So I have my key benefit here. And you want to keep it simple. If you can keep what your actual product or service does in one sentence to 2 sentences max with key benefits, then that's what you want to get it down to, guys. You need to be able to say what your product or service does within 1 sentence, I would say 2 absolute max. So go straight from that into an actual demo of the tool working live. Because again, no matter, even if I show you all this proof, I show you this tool, I introduce the tool, people then want to see what the actual tool does. And you can see here, all of this is just benefits. I haven't even spoken about anything about what the actual tool's features are yet. Benefits make money, benefits save time, benefits this is going to automate this, benefits, benefits, benefits. No features have been shown yet. And I'm sure when you come to any of my sales pages, you probably wouldn't have realized that yet. Someone says my sound's been lost. Can you hear me okay? Let me know yes in the comments if you can hear me okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, so basically what I was just saying again is when it comes to your sales page, all I've talked about so far is benefits. I haven't shown any features yet. I've only shown benefits and how to solve pain points. And again, one big key benefit here again. Now you can see here, I'm starting to talk about a few features, but again, these are still benefits, not even showing what the actual tool does in terms of the actual, like how to find these features and whatnot. So 100% set and forget. Watch the views, comments, and view. Oh, I've said views there twice. There you go. You can do some. I can do some spell checking while actually reading my sales page. Never worry about fighting content again. That's kind of a feature, but it's not. I'm not really. It's more a benefit to me, I think. Automate your entire month's content in seconds. All these are kind of benefits with a crossover on features as well. Kevin says that he loves OctoSuite. Awesome. So, and then I say, what will OctoSuite automate for me? Again, putting it back on the user. What's it going to do for you? What's it going to do for the person reading this actual page? That's a question they're going to be asking, and if you can put that on their actual sales page, and they get to it, they go, wow, I was just thinking that. This is just great, if you know what I mean. So now they're feeling excited. So they went from being over-the-top pronomous and skeptical. You give them a benefit, sales page, proof, benefit, benefit, benefit. Okay, how is this going to work well for me? Then I have 2 key benefits that show here right away. And again, these are over-the-top statements as well, but I have customers that have got 6 or 7 fan pages very, very, very quickly here. Not everyone's going to get these results, and you have to say that in your terms and conditions and whatnot. But if you put the work in, you can easily get results that are huge. So as long as you can back it up with proof that people have done it, then that's fine. But it's always good to say in terms and conditions that these aren't normal results. Not everyone are going to get these results, and you don't promise anything or anything like that, which sucks because at the end of the day, it comes down to user. It's that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I never thought I'd say that actual saying out loud. My dad used to say it when I was growing up, but there you go. I guess I'm getting older. So anyway, benefits, benefit, benefits. And this is when we go into the features. But again, a benefit headline, find the right content in milliseconds in any niche. Then the actual sub-headlines under these key areas have features involved. So it lets you search multiple search social networks in any niche, filter content that's most liked, most recent, most trending, and locate and location-based trending content. So that's they're all features under a benefit headline. So Facebook Page Finder, that's not even a benefit, that's just kind of a title. The feature here, enter a niche, be presented with every fan page in that niche, instantly view their content that's most viral, and so on and so forth. Facebook Discover, Again, same thing, features, features, features here. So this is my features section, but I tie in benefits hard as well. So it's trending right now anywhere in the world on Twitter. More features, more features. Benefit here, post content to multiple fan pages at once. It shows you how you can select them all in the drop-down menu to actually post to and whatnot. Bulk schedule, blah, blah, blah. And we're going into features and whatnot here, very, very heavy. And then I got many other features include works on the computer's off. The world's only tool that proves that's proven 100% guaranteed result, 100% forget, blah, blah. Buy buttons here. So this is the first time I'll show a buy button section here. So then you go from there into the buy buttons. Then what I'll do is I'll have a bonus stack here of actual bonus tools. And not everyone has to do this, but you often see this in actual launches, product launches and whatnot. I like to make my own bonuses. Most people actually go down and just buy a bunch of white labeling bonuses and give them to an affiliate to send 400 pieces of crap that you never even use that's sit on your desktop, which is why if I ever do offer a bonus, I actually want it to actually work for you guys. Harry, yeah, this works fine with fan page domination. Carlo says, I cannot believe I have been with you for months and did not know about OctoSuite. I feel like a rejected child. Sorry, Carlo. You know, I don't really like to push my own tools in funnels and stuff like that. I think I talk about them enough, and I don't like being over salesy, but appreciate that. But you can see here, guys, so we have bonuses here. Then we go down to a 14-day money-back guarantee that I have on all of my tools. Again, you want to. A lot of people only do 30-day money-back guarantees. A lot of people do 30 days. You know, for me, I do 14 days for multiple reasons because I want to get, if I do a product launch, I want to get people in and that I actually want to be there for a long time. And I do these webinars every week. I do invest a lot of money into new tools and software that I give to everyone. And I don't want people that are going to come in, use that up for a month and then go, okay, now I want a refund and get out. I think 2 weeks is plenty of time to read a sales page that's full of everything you get, come into the actual software, try it out. I feel like someone will know if they want it or not within a day, let alone a week. 2 weeks, I think, is plenty. And I want my time to be focused on you guys that are invested for the long run versus invested on people that are just going to do it to get a refund. So that's my reasoning behind a 14-day money-back guarantee. Because I want to focus on the people that want to get results and I want to get the people out of the tools and get rid of their access for those that don't want it, which is fine. Not everyone wants every tool, but that's what I do here for that. Then you have the buy buttons again because they see that there's no risk here now, and then they'll go ahead and pick it up here. So let's talk quickly about the value stack here. This is something, you know, that I'm going to share with you guys, and I'm sure you guys have seen on many sales pages, and I don't even like. I think this is one of the tactics I'm still not too happy about. I've tried it with doing it in different ways, but this definitely does convert the best. I used to try doing this type of thing with just one actual product to purchase here. And these aren't overly expensive products here, so usually $47 one-time investment. But I'll tell you right now, if I had that one banner in the middle without the two on the side, the conversions are going to be much, much lower. But this is called a value stack. And you always want to have two different options here, or at least one other option that's not ideal for the customer. So who the hell is going to want to pay $37 a year and not get absolutely everything when they can pay $47 one time and get everything plus all the bonuses plus a lifetime membership, a one-time membership, plus all this extra stuff. Basically, 99% of people are going to pick this option here. But what this does is they mentally go, okay, $27 is what they're first going to see, or $37, or $47. The deal is absolutely amazing. I get that. It's only $10 more than what I was looking at first. That's the mindset that people are going to have. So rather than them coming, okay, it's $47, so I might come back later. I don't know if I want this right now, but you know, the value stacking them up to seeing how much they get, going on those little price increases, then they're going to make a buying decision quicker. You often see this in supermarkets, guys. You often see this in shopping stores when they have discount sales and stuff. people will always go to where the big shiny objects are, as in terms of the big sign saying discount, the big buy one, get one free, the one that looks the best out of everything around it, right? This is what this does, and it mentally works. It's frustrating, but it does work. Following on from that, guys, we have a PS and a PPS section here, where I then go still reading her, and then I really want to actually connect with them personally here. It's intimidating making a new purchase. I purchase many products and downloads and stuff like that doesn't work. Remember, though, that is a full refund guarantee, blah, blah, blah. And then I go PPS. You have two options now. You can either stay here and wonder what if, or you can take it up right now for a lifetime license. By the way, I should change this to one time because, again, one time you can, PayPal doesn't like the word lifetime, so I'm going to change this over to one-time license. Launch bonus is a risk-free, blah, blah, blah. And start making killing with me right now. So these are basically things that when they get to the end of the page, you really want to connect with them one final time, see, and just really invite them into your tool or service. Again, it doesn't have to be in the internet marketing niche. It can be in any niche whatsoever. But again, that's my sales process here of what I like to do when I show something with you guys. Tom says, where can you get OctoSuite? Just go to octosuite.com. I'm not going to post a link in this update here because, again, because I don't want to sell anything to you guys here. This is pure value. You can check it out later if you want to. Someone's named themselves Luke McGuire in this chat and said, we can't be beat with our hair and accent. I'm wondering who that is that's used my name. Good question, Wolfgang. What fonts do you recommend in the different parts of a sales letter? You know, fonts don't really matter. I found too hard, but I found with key areas, you need to have bolded, big, really obnoxiously big sections like this. Bold, big headlines, because otherwise people will scroll through. Now, this is the process people do. Okay, I read this. I'm going to watch this. Again, this is the key. This is the most important part of a whole sales page, this top part here. Then people will go down. They'll go, okay, Facebook, blah, blah. They'll skip it. They might skip all that, but they'll stop to this because it's so damn big and taking up their screen. They'll scroll, scroll, scroll. Big, big, big. All this is big headlines, right? So keep it big. Let me see if I can find a sales page, and I'll show you how I write this up. I'm going to show you how I write this up normally in Word, because obviously we're not all designers. I'm just going to see if I can find a live example quickly. Okay, I can't. I don't think I have it on this computer, but let me go ahead and make a new. Let me just change this Word document over, so you can how you can get started with doing this without the design and whatnot. So what I normally do, this is what I do. You can do this any way you want, but I'm just going to show you because I think it might be valuable to some people here. I'll go ahead and I'll make a table, and I'll normally make it like this. I'll go headline, subheadline, video, and then I'll go result-based proof. Then I'll go introduction. Then I'll type in introduction. Then I'll type in what's after intro, pain point issue, and then I'll go into imagine the solution benefits. So say money etc. That's for my niche, and then I'll go through and actually put each of these sections that I've discussed here in a document like this. Then I'll go in and I'll type in headline, and then I'll replace this with the actual headline itself there. I'll actually replace everything here with what I actually want written, and then I'll take this information and go to a designer, and what actually comes out, let me show, if I can show you. I'll go to a graphic designer. You can get them on Facebook, you can get them anywhere. So Facebook or Fiverr, or there's lots of different sites that do it. And what I'll even do is, if I have the imagery that I want, I'll drop the image into this actual box here. And then I'll go to a designer who will then go ahead and make it into an actual design. If you guys want my my personal designer, I'll put it in the description of the YouTube video when I upload it later. Trish will answer your question in a second, but I just want to show you what comes out afterwards. Where are we? Here. So you can see this now. This is just one big JPEG image file that's been designed into what I've actually created. So this is what the designer then gives me, because again, what I've found is that with designs, if you get someone to code a website up, they're either a coder and web developer, they're not a designer. If you get a designer, they're not a web developer, and they're really not a coder. So I normally get my designs put into a JPEG file like this from an actual designer, and then you can take a Photoshop file or something like that they actually designed it in, the core file. You don't need to know how to do it. They'll just provide you the file. Give it to an HTML expert or a web developer, which you can find on Fiverr.com. You can find them on outsourcing sites. I'll give you a few of mine as well. And they'll just simply code this actual text into HTML, and then they can upload it to your website and whatnot. We'll talk about that in a different webinar. There's also tools you can do to create your own, like ClickFunnels and OptimizePress. And again, maybe next week we'll talk about how to actually create a sales page itself in terms of the physical ways you can do it yourself without having to pay a designer, without having to pay anyone else besides, let me just go this, without having to pay anyone else to do it. And so I might show you guys that next week if you guys are interested. But that's pretty cool. Let me just see what else is here. Trish says, do you put the same info in the sales video? How long should a sales video be? Good question. So with sales videos, guys, mine are going to be a lot more over the top than most people's, which I'm sure you've seen on some of them. I love being on camera. I love filming. I know that's not everyone's thing. In saying that, though, it's still the same emotional journey. So take everything I taught you just then and put it into the sales video. If you're doing a animated video, if you're getting a voiceover on Fiverr, which a lot of people do, we'll do a webinar in the coming weeks on how to do video sales videos and how to actually do videos and how to get things animated and stuff like that. It sounds hard, but it's really cheap and easy to do. But basically, same process. Over the top statement at the start of my sales video, I'll have some type of disconnect where I want to shock people into actually keep on watching. And you'll see on a lot of mine, I have a lot of mine when I'm traveling the world, I'm saying, let me show you how I can automate my business so I can travel the world and stuff like that. And then I show them me traveling the world, which are all key benefits, and people are enjoying it because they want to have a similar lifestyle potentially, or they see that I'm doing it, and they want to know how I do it. And they might not even want the tool yet, but they want to know how I'm doing this type of thing. Now, not everyone can do that because not everyone's traveling. Again, I'll show you my original sales videos before I went traveling, before I did anything like that. I'm just trying to keep on stepping the game up with where I'm at right now, and you guys will be doing the same when you're doing this also. So if you can just literally show someone how they can save time and money, basically, they're going to be interested, and I'll take them to that same emotional journey. I'll say, guys, I'll basically go through a sales page here, my sales video, I'll be like, I want to show you in the next 60 seconds how I'm going to automate my entire Facebook business so I can make money online. I have heaps of people that will show you that have got some insane testimonials. My name's Luke McGuire. I'm here from Australia on the Gold Coast. I hated doing Facebook. I love Facebook, but I found I had so many issues on there that I was not spending enough time managing my Facebook pages correctly. I didn't know what type of content to post. I didn't know when to post. I had information overload. I wasted money on Facebook ads that didn't convert, and it simply frustrated me. And I was playing Russian roulette with my business, and I found many other people were as well. Imagine being able to, though, replace the need for a social media and have all of these different issues combined into a single software that simply gets people results. I went out on this journey, and everyone said I couldn't do this right now. Everyone said there's something that was too hard to do and that I was dreaming, but I said no. And look at some of the results that some of my audience has got from this solution. Look at some of the results that I've got as well, and that you can do this as well with this solution. Now, this is now making me 6 figures a week, guys, on certain weeks on social media, on Facebook, by automating my business. And the tool that does this is something called OctoSuite. It is the world's first complete management and automation tool and engagement tool right now that sends my accounts viral. Rather than me saying anymore right now, let me go ahead and show you a live demo of this in action. Then what I'll do in the actual video is show them the live demo and whatnot. They'll come back, pretty cool, right? And again, OctoSuite is the world's only Facebook tool that will mass automate the top tasks for you and have your sales on complete autopilot 24/7. Now take a second to imagine how hard that would be to automate all those tasks yourselves manually. You can see how this works, but let me go into some more benefits for you guys. This is 100% set and forget. You can automate this page in seconds. You can blah, blah, blah. But what is this going to do for you? Because at the end of the day, it does not matter what it does for me. It matters what it will do for you. So this is going to find content for you in seconds instantly in any niche. This is going to find you every Facebook fan page online in your niche. It's going to allow you to multiple post to multiple social networks and bulk post to Facebook groups. It's going to find the most trending content on Twitter, blah, 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 blah. We've got an insane deal for you guys as well because it is launch week. We've got all these bonuses for you. That's the bonuses. If you had not sold yet, if this is not the best thing you've never seen, I don't want your money, and that's why I'm giving you a 14-day money-back guarantee. So you can come in right now, try it out. If it's not for you, that is fine. Let me know, and I'll get your money back within 14 days. That's how sure I am you're going to love it. By the way, guys, I know there's so many internet marketing products out there. You probably purchased a lot in your time, but this is risk-free. This is not going to be a shiny object that sits on your desktop. This is not going to be something that gathers dust. This is going to get you results if you get the actual tool, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of how I go ahead and do a sales video, and that's me talking it out to you guys. So I hope that a little bit of a ramble kind of made sense, but you can see once you write the sales page, you've kind of written your sales copy as well. And if you don't want to do the sales copy, a voiceover, an actual animation or something like that can do it for you guys. So if that makes sense, put a big hell yeah in the actual comments because I want to see that it made sense for you guys. If it did, hell yeah, lots of hell yeahs coming in. Wolfgang, Jason, Rena, Harry, Marco, Carlo, Trish, awesome guys. Great to hear that that made sense to you guys. So in saying that, well, how long have we been on for? So we've been an hour now. The Social Profit Hour has been on for an hour today. So what I want to do, I'm probably going to finish this up in a second because all I wanted to focus on today was sales pages. I was going to go through a bunch of other sales pages as well, but I think you guys get the idea here. Now think about whenever you go to a sales page, how they could do it better, how they could, if they are doing it well, you can see the emotional triggers they're trying to pull within you, and it's also a great way to really disqualify something to not buy that next shiny object or whatnot, right? You can then actually see if there's actually proof behind it or if it's actually just another shiny object that people are telling you that you need when you don't really probably need it at all. So in that being said, what's the plan for the rest of the week, guys? Let me put my webcam back on. Hopefully it doesn't freeze. All right, cool. So the rest of the week, I'm going to send this webinar replay out today for you all. Next week, there's going to be a new Social Profit Hour link. So you'll have to, if you want to be a part of it, every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, same time every single week, I'm doing this for you guys. It's going to be a new link. It's only going to be for my current active members, the ones that aren't active and don't open emails regularly. I'm not going to be sending this to because eventually in the coming months, I'm going to be charging for Social Profit Hour for new people. You guys will always have this for free. This is going to be constant free training for you guys, and you'll never have to pay for it. So again, that's what I want to make sure you guys get this new fresh link because when people subscribe on GoToWebinar, when it gets to a certain point, no new people can subscribe to that actual weekly webinar series. So I'm going to do a new one, clean everyone out. People who want to be a part of it, future going, rather than just holding the seat spot and never turning up. That's what I'm going to do there. But in saying that, if you're watching this on the replay and your time zone is completely different, still sign up so I can still give you guys the replays and whatnot here as well. What do we have here? You're the man, blah, blah. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Harry says, are you staying on the Gold Coast when you move from Broadbeach? Yes, I am staying on the Gold Coast. I'm moving about 5 minutes around the corner to Clear Island Waters, so it's not too far away from where I am now. But I'm just, what I'm basically doing, I'm moving places to a bigger place where I can actually have, I'm going to make it basically like a social media house where I can have my offices, have my team in there, really make more of a connection, do some masterminds there, bring you guys over if anyone ever wants to come jump in to a mastermind itself or something like that. So make it a much more fun place to be around. Where I am now is absolutely amazing, but there's just a lot of I need more space, I found. Jason, you can ask a question about it, but just send me an email. So if it's not related to sales copy here, which is webinars about. Gaynor, I'm going to send you my email now as well. Let me know. If you got Alex Becker's Market Hero last week, I'm going to be doing the bonuses probably today. Actually, I will do it today. And in saying that, guys, let's finish this up here because I don't want to talk, hang around and just mumble for too long here. You all have very, very busy days. I know my day today is pretty crazy as well. So in saying that, I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember, benefits over features if you forget absolutely everything else. Next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, make sure you're there. Again, YouTube link is in the chat box. Click on that. Watch the actual video on headlines again if you want, but make sure you subscribe to my YouTube because that's where I'm going to be posting everything. That's where I post replays. That's where I post free training. That's where I post reviews. I'm going to actually do, I mentioned that I'm going to be doing weekly free videos on training, which I'm going to continue doing. I haven't done a review video in a while, so I'm going to do a review video this week on a tool coming out that's actually a review tool, if that makes sense. So basically, and when I came over it, I was like, wow, this is kind of interesting because it's just it's a simple tool. There's no upsells to it or anything, which I thought was really cool. I tried to do that with InstaEasy when we launched that with the Brazilian team, and and I said, guys, I don't want to do any upsells. If you want me to be the face of it, I don't want any upsells involved in it because I want to try something different because it's frustrating constantly having to buy upsells over and over. So I wanted to freshen the marketplace, do a no upsell type thing, which worked well. And now this fractional review tool, they're doing no upsells as well. It's a simple tool that goes on your site, and then it gathers reviews from all over the internet so it can actually grade your actual product or service that you're selling, which I finally found really makes huge conversions. This is what I do all the time. I go to Google and I'll type in plasma, I'll type in like LCD review. And then when I'm buying stuff, and then I'll go to an actual site, and what I'll always do is I'll skip half the information, and I want to find their review tab where it has like how good it is out of 20 or something like that. You know what I mean? Because when it's all text and stuff, it's very frustrating. But if it's like 4 out of 10, or if I want to go for like movie reviews, I look for like the Rotten Tomatoes little percentage thing of up and down, and I thought that's kind of a really cool buy. Like 94% says good. That's huge if that's what it got, 94%. So I always like to see reviews, and that little thing will make me buy a TV or a camera or something over something else. I didn't realize that it was mentally doing that to me, so I'm going to show you guys that later as well. Awesome, good, awesome. All right, cool. So yes, our social profit hour every Wednesday will include topics on everything, Facebook page creation, absolutely everything. Yes, correct. So thank you guys. Have a great day. This is being recorded. The replay will be up on my YouTube channel later today. Subscribe there to the chat box on GoToWebinar right now. Has the link to that. In saying that, guys, I'll speak to you next time, and have a great day, everyone. I hope I do as well, and I hope it doesn't get much colder here. All right, bye, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.